Everton 2, Liverpool 2 in the Merseyside derby. The big story of the day is the VAR and the officiating in the Premier League is officially gone to pot. I don't even know what to say about this, ladies and gentlemen. VAR is a joke. The officiating is a joke. Opposition fans can come in and call me as salty as they want. You know deep down, if this was your team in this position, you'd feel the exact same way I do. In the first half, Pickford should have been sent off. What's the reaction that we get? What's the line that we get? How are the media fed? They forgot to check a possible red card for Jordan Pickford's incident in the first half. I don't mess, ladies and gentlemen. I shit you not. They forgot to check. The official line given out to reporters from VAR in the Premier League is that they forgot to check a Pickford red card. That's the level of officiating that we're putting up with in the Premier League. That's the crap that we've got to put up with. That's the shit that they want us fans to go and pay £14.95 to view. So what? So that football fans can be robbed. So that Liverpool fans can have to go away from this derby knowing it's a game that we should have won if the officials could have done their damn job. It's a disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not taking anything away from Everton, by the way. Credit to them, their players and their manager. They came back from a goal down twice to peg us back to 2-2. We'll talk about that. Everton did not do the officiating today. I've got no issues with Everton whatsoever or Everton fans, so I don't want it to come across that way. My gripe today is absolutely with David Koo in that VAR room and the poor level of officiating that we've seen today. We can talk about 2 offside incidents. We can talk about a potential red card for Jordan Pickford, and we can talk about the red card that was rightly given for Richarlison as well. I want to take you through the talking points of today's game, ladies and gentlemen. The Reds came back and put in a performance after that humiliating defeat to Aston Villa. We wanted a reaction from them. We got that reaction today. But unfortunately, what we can't beat is technology, and we can't beat cheats in the VAR room who absolutely robbed us of 3 points today. We looked like we'd won it right at the death, only for Sadio Mane's elbow to have been judged offside. I know that the handball rules have changed, but I don't give a shit what angle you look at that from. He kept drawing that line until he made Sadio Mane offside. Just like in the first half, he kept drawing that line until he made sure that the Liverpool player was offside. Let me be very, very clear about this, folks. I'm not saying this was mistakes. This is cheating, point blank, and I'm sick of it. VAR is supposed to be in to make the game fairer. 2 offside decisions there today. 2 of them were just 50-50 calls, and they both went against Liverpool. Not only that, Jordan Pickford should have been sent off. I think even the most ardent Everton fan would admit that. And they forgot to check. They forgot to check. Mate, you've got one job. Control the VAR room. Look at the decisions. Offside, not offside. Foul, not a foul. Red card, not a red card. And you can't even do that on the level of money that these clowns are paid. And we're supposed to sit back and what? Give you more? Give £15 to watch this shit in the Premier League week in and week out with officiating like that? Are you having a laugh? That is disgraceful, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, you heard me right. They forgot to check for a red card for Pickford. Just plain blank forgot. So Michael Oliver in real time, maybe he didn't see it as bad as it was. You got to be fair to the referee in these scenarios. He may have not seen that, but a replay, him being asked to go look at the monitor on the side of the pitch in that incident, it's absolutely shambolic. And then to go and rob us at the end as well when it looked like we'd won it with a very, very questionable offside decision yet again. I know this comes across as salty, and I am salty today. Normally I admit that it's just emotions, but today I am salty, and I'm salty towards the officials. And it's come back to haunt us today. We'll take it on the chin and move on. But if you're an opposition fan and you're coming in to mock, it'll come back to haunt you guys at some point as well this season. And we should be expecting better. We need better, and we should have better in what is the most popular league in world football, ladies and gentlemen. The standards of officiating is a joke, and I don't know what else to say. We'll go through the goals. We got off to the perfect start, obviously. Great work down the left-hand side. Robbo did really well. A little bit lucky with a ricochet from Coleman on his way through, but then he pulled the ball back to Sadio Mane, who was in a wonderful position, and he controlled his finish, and it was past Pickford before he knew it. Before we knew it, we were 1-0 up as well. We go on. Everton, not really in the game. The Reds bossing it, really. Everton get a corner. Their first real opportunity to go up our end. Corner came in, and we weren't defending it well enough. Credit to Michael Keane. He got his head on the end of it and was past Adrian before we knew anything. First half continued on. I think Liverpool were the better side. We go into the second half then. Everton did come back into the game. They did have a period in the second half where they were matching us. We go ahead yet again through a wonderful finish from Mohamed Salah. First time strike. It came at him really quickly. Just about got over the top of the ball. Kept it down. And again it was past Jordan Pickford. The chances kept coming for the Reds. Even at 2-1. Jordan Pickford made a magnificent save from a Joel Matip header to keep Everton in the derby. They go up the other end then with a very well worked Everton move. Switch the play across to Lucas Digne on that left hand side. He whips in a cross over Joe Gomez's head. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets a run on Andy Robertson. He's always going to win that when it comes to an aerial duel. He controls his header right into the corner and it's 2-2. 2-2 and we're thinking, right, it's 2-2. We're going to get a point out of this game. We'll move forward. But the incidents weren't finished there, ladies and gentlemen. Richarlison correctly sent off for a potential leg breaking challenge on Thiago. I don't think anybody can have any doubts about that. It was a straight red all day long. We had a one-man advantage then with 5 minutes of additional time that was added on by the referee. We looked like we'd won it right at the death when Hendo scored, only for that to be ruled out by, in my opinion, a contentious VAR decision. And we end the derby 2-2. It's not the end of the world. We come away from Goodison Park with a point, and we will regroup and we'll come back for the next game. But look, it leaves a sour taste in the mouth. Again, I'm not in any way belittling Everton in this performance. Everton put in a good shift. Carlo Ancelotti's a good manager. My only gripe today is with the officiating. I've nothing against the Everton fans, nothing against those Everton players, manager or their staff. Today was just about the officials not doing their goddamn jobs yet again. Incorrect. How can you forget to check for a red card? That's how I feel anyway, ladies and gentlemen. I've had my bit of a say, my bit of a rant. I want to know what you guys think. Because VAR said it was, and that's what the officials decided. Brilliant, mate. That's a fantastic... Did you come to that conclusion all on your own, Sam? Well done. Yeah, VAR made the decisions, mate. Fair enough. But they also forgot, just plain forgot to do their job and check for a possible red card. Drew Brandt said we can't leave our defenders in compromising situations. Well, to be fair, the ball was over Joe Gomez's head, and I don't know if he was ball watching, I don't know what way you want to call that, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin got the run on Robbo, and there was only going to be one winner in that aerial duel, to be fair. What else we got? Get Merseyside police on the phone. I've just witnessed the robbery, mate. I'm fuming. I'm not even going to lie about it. And when opposition fans come in and call me salty, usually I laugh at them. Right now, I'm salty as fuck. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm salty because we've just witnessed a robbery, as that man has pointed out in the chat. Everything is checked. Sam, do you want me to tell you again, mate? Because I know for a fact that it wasn't checked. So you can tell me everything was checked, Sam, but you're talking at your backside, mate. Go and have a look at the media. It's being confirmed that the VAR did not check for a possible red card. I repeat that, Sam, because you might be a little bit hard of hearing, pal. They did not check for a possible red card in Jordan Pickford. So that's why I'm angry, pal, because they didn't do their goddamn jobs. The benefit of the doubt should always go to the striker. Look, the rules are the rules with offside. They just looked like to me they kept drawing those lines until they found a very marginal offside. Just like in the first half when they were checking for the potential offside because it could have been a penalty incident. He was so obsessed with checking and making sure that he could find that Liverpool player offside that he just happened to forget about the blatant red card from Pickford. It's ridiculous. Consensus is we are robbed. We showed we're a class above Everton. Absolutely. Everton have improved this season and I expect them to be better than they were last season. I'm not here to mock and belittle Everton. Today was a good game of football between two good sides, and ultimately it was the officiating that ruined the result. Not either team, not either manager, not the sets of players. It was the officiating today that done the damage. I'm going to give Everton credit. They've deserved it. They've got 4 wins and a draw at the start of the season. Fair play. Not salty about that whatsoever. It's just the officiating today, ladies and gentlemen. And you know I've been banging the drum about the level of officiating in the Premier League for a long time. And yeah, you're going to come in and tell me that I'm salty and suck it up. But it'll happen. Whether you're a United fan, Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, whoever you support, this shit's going to happen to you again this season as well. And I'm sure that you'll be just as annoyed as I am in this situation. TD Shiv tell him speechless. I don't know what to say. Shakes head. Liverpool deserve to win. I don't know. I thought we deserved to win as well. I thought we had won it, to be quite frank about it. But there we are. It was 2-2. We take a point and we dust ourselves off and we move on to Ajax on Wednesday. Hard to beat a team that's backed by VAR, said John West. Do we still have a chance of winning the league? Yeah, of course we do, man. We're right in there. We're 3 points behind Everton as of now, who lead the league table. They can't be caught this weekend. Obviously, other teams still have to play, but we need to regroup. We need to dust ourselves down. We need to see what the situation is with Virgil van Dijk, who had to go off after that red card challenge by Pickford that wasn't even looked at by VAR. Hopefully Virg is okay. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on that one yet. Disgusted beyond belief will come back stronger, said ex Daniel 28. I feel like I've just been blue balled, said Drew Branch. Standard of refereeing is disgraceful. Look, I agree with that 100%. Baba Dijo said it was not offside. VAR is so bad, so stupid. It hurts like hell. It does hurt. It absolutely hurts, man. It's a kick in the nuts right now. And in these games, you want it to be decided by the players on the pitch. You want it to be decided by a moment of magic by a Liverpool player, or a moment of magic by an Everton player, or whatever it might be. You don't want it to be decided because of poor officiating yet again. Supposed to be the best league in the world, more money than any other league in the world, and the standard of officiating week in and week out is dog shit. You know it and I know it, and whether you think I'm being salty about this or not, you know factually I'm correct on this. The Premier League officials are horrendous. Is Thiago out? No, he continued to play on, mate. He continued to play on after the red card challenge from Richarlison. I said to you guys all week, wind up Richarlison, wind up Pickford, they're there to be got at. And you seen there, it spilled over with Richarlison. He couldn't help himself and he got sent off. Thoughts on Firmino's performance? I thought he did well. I thought himself and Mohamed Salah weren't as involved in big moments a lot of times in the games. Obviously Salah then showed right up for his goal, brilliant finish, but I thought himself and Firmino did well today. I thought their link-up play was very good. I still think Sadio Mane was the pick of the forwards today. I thought he was fantastic. Thiago looked excellent in midfield. Again, was the change we were forced to make defensively, did that impact us a bit? I don't know. I can't answer that question. Ball over Gomez's head yet again. I don't want to say it was ball watching, but again, you should be a bit better aware of your surroundings and what's behind you than that. There's no way Robbo was ever going to be, or Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the air like that when Calvert-Lewin got a run on him. So, you know, we can talk about that. If you're an Everton fan, that goal probably is a very well worked goal and you can understand why they'd be very happy about it. It's a kick in the nuts. There's no other ways about to describe this right now. Look, absolutely. A lot of people say credit to Everton, and rightly so. I've no fuss, no issue here with Everton. As I said, their fans, their players, they didn't do anything here. They went out there and they put in a performance for their team. We did it the same. It's just a shame that we're here talking about the level of officiating yet again. Not a good start to the season. To be fair, we've had a very difficult run of fixtures at the start of the season. We've already played Everton away. We've played Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. We've played Arsenal away. So we've had a home, excuse me. We've had a difficult start to the season, and yeah, we've dropped 5 points, but you know, everybody's dropped points at this point, and we'll dust ourselves off and we'll need to regroup. But again, I was happy. I wanted a reaction from the Villa game. I think we got that reaction today. You could see that we were at it from minute one. We were focused. I thought the midfield was excellent. I don't really have too many gripes about our performance at all today. I'm not unhappy with the way that we played at all. I'm just unhappy that the game was decided by poor officiating yet again. Connor said 77,000 on the Watchalong, 7s everywhere. I know, I'm being haunted by the number 7 Crosby. Adrian had a good match. He didn't do anything wrong. To be fair to Adrian, the first goal, the Michael Keane header came at him really quickly. To me, it's the marking from the corner there that was the problem. I'm not putting any fault on Adrian for that. Couldn't do anything about Calvert-Lewin's header. It was right into the corner. It was a good header. Yeah, I've no issues with Adrian today. He put his foot through the ball when he needed to. Didn't take any chances. No problem there whatsoever. Is the man of the match up on Flick? Honestly, haven't got a clue, Connor. If you haven't put the man of the match up on Flick, buddy, can you throw it up there now? I don't know if it is up or not. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to check. For me, the man of the match contenders there. I think Robbo put in a really good shift. Thiago was excellent, and Sadio Mane. Maybe if we were to look for a fourth, Hendo. They'd probably be my 4 shouts for man of the match today. I'd probably go Thiago, Mane, Hendo, Robbo as my options if I was picking it. poor game from Robertson. I think he was the better of the fullbacks, mate, if I'm being honest with you. Matip was good, Salah, race. That's a very good point. To come back in from as long out as Matip had and to just play like he did, fair play. I don't think he missed the beat today. I was wondering about the marking from the corner. I was thinking why wasn't Matip perhaps on Keane, but then again I have to look it back. Maybe Matip was marking Minamino, who of course is another big presence in the box. Somebody saying Everton deserved a draw. I don't think that they did, to be honest, but look, it wasn't a game we absolutely blew somebody away in. It was probably a 60-40 game in our favour, if I'm being honest with you. And again, my gripe isn't with Everton. I've nothing against Everton here for today's result. It's all about the officiating, unfortunately. Feels like a loss because we should have won. Again, yeah, we spoke about this before. People said, would you take a point? And I said, it depends how the point comes about. We should have had 3 points. So yeah, it does feel like a kick in the nuts, mate. It feels like some drop points. The poll is up now if anybody wants to go over to our Flick chat to vote for the man of the match. And also, I've picked the winner, by the way, in between the two streams. Dave Sweeney, mate, congratulations. You're the winner of the 50k giveaway. Get in touch, Dave, either in Discord or whatever, and I'll sort you out with that prize. Congratulations, Dave. You can pick whatever shirt you want from 3 Retro, mate. Sean Leonard, 4 prints for yourself, and a £50 Amazon gift card as well. Congratulations to you, mate. I nearly forgot, but then I went in and pressed the button because I had everybody in the program from previously to pick. I nearly forgot to press choose name, but I pressed it. Dave Sweeney came out, so congratulations to you, mate. And again, man of the match polls up on our Flick chat. There's a link in the description if you're not already a member of the Anfield Agenda Flick chat group. Completely free to join. Just click on the link in the description, go over and vote for your man of the match. I'll go over there now in a few minutes and see who's winning it and announce who is the Anfield Agenda man of the match. I think if I'm right, the Telly gave it to Thiago, if my memory serves me correct. What have we got? Liverpool getting karma for all those dodgy decisions that went in their favour. Mate, I have statistics on this that prove that Liverpool got no dodgy decisions in their favour. All you're doing is working off a bias from an anti-Liverpool perspective. The facts are there. They're laid out by Paul Tompkins of the Tompkins Times. All the decisions that went for or against Liverpool in VAR. And last season, we did not have many decisions that went our way in VAR. So again, try and put your bias aside and speak facts. The facts are, we didn't get a load of decisions last year. Opposition fans tried to tell us when VAR came in that Liverpool were going to be over, that we weren't getting all the dodgy decisions. Then we suddenly became Liverpool. Just make your mind up. That's the thing, like, make your mind up. Do you think Trent was caught out too much on the right? The teams definitely target our right-hand side. And I don't know if that's because Trent pushes up the pitch a lot and they think there's more space in there, or if they think that Trent's a weaker link. I can't answer that for you. Obviously, you'd have to ask the opposition players. But yeah, we do get targeted on our right-hand side at times. Sometimes I think we need somebody to come in and help Trent out. Hendo was doing that today at times. But with our fullbacks playing so high up, it's not unusual that that area is going to be looked at for balls in behind. Matip is miles ahead of Gomez, and Gomez has played way more. I'm not going to read the last part of that, Miguel, because I refuse to say that about any Liverpool player. Gomez is going through a bad period right now and deserves to be dropped. No arguments about that whatsoever. But to come in and see some of the comments that I'm seeing in the chat from Liverpool fans about a Liverpool player is nothing short of disgusting. I'm sorry. It's not the way I've grown to know Liverpool fans and not the way we treat our own players. He's having a bad performance, no problem, call him out on it. But to use some of the phrases I've seen in the chat here now about one of our players, I'm sorry, I'm disappointed to see it. I hope Van Dijk's okay, nothing too serious, said Podrick. I'm the same, mate. I hope he's alright as well. He walked off. I know it's not, I'm trying to take any slim positive I can here. He did look like he was wincing in pain as he walked off, but I'm sure we'll get an update soon on that one. And hopefully he's available for the trip to Amsterdam to take on Ajax on Wednesday. At the end of the day, a draw against Everton isn't the end of the world. We played some good football. Absolutely owned. There's always a positive to be taken, mate. You're right. We did play well today. We did play good football. Thiago looked like he's going to fit in seamlessly to our midfield. And there are some positives to be taken from this game, mate. And I love that you've pointed them out, mate. So well in. Is Thiago okay? I think so, yeah. He finished the game, which is a good sign. So Yeah, I think he is okay. Thiago's not looking as good as in injury. Thiago is not looking good as in injury, according to Klopp. I don't know. I haven't seen the post-match interviews yet because I came straight on here and done it. Now, we finished the game, but other than that, I don't know what else to say. You guys may have more information at this point than I do around Thiago, so happy to be given any of this information if you have it. Do you think the VVD injury shows we should have bought a centre-back? No, Benjamin. I think you've already asked me that, or somebody else asked me that earlier on. It's easy in hindsight to look like geniuses when we look back. We still have Fabinho as an option to drop in and play at centre-back. And we still have some good young players at the club as well. And look, let's wait and see what happens with VVD. But if you're going now, even if we did bring in another centre-back, you're never going to be bringing in somebody of Virgil van Dijk's calibre anyway. So no matter when or if he got injured, you're always going to be missing somebody of his stature. So, no, I don't want to go in on Klopp in hindsight and try and look like a hindsight genius here. I was happy with the centre-back situation, and I'm still happy with it. Klopp on Thiago after Richarlison fell. We don't know what he has. It looks not good. That's weird though. He finished the game. Well, fair play to Thiago for finishing the game, but I don't know what to say. It was a reckless challenge. It was a deserved red. We've seen it. We see it time and time again in the Premier League. I don't know. It was, and he was sent off. So look, it is what it is. Hopefully Thiago can make a quick recovery. Can't really ask the officials to do any more there than the red card that they've given, to be fair. And thank you, Patrick, for the super chat, by the way, for that comment. Totally agree with you, said Dr. Rami. Gutted. Matip won every aerial duel. Solid performance, said Phoenix Canterbury. 7-2 and 2-2. John, I don't know who you support, mate, but I really don't give a fuck what you have to say. I don't care about your opinion, mate. We drew 2-2 with Everton away from home. We lost 7-2 to Villa. That's an anomaly. That's a once-off. But I don't know what you're slagging us about. I don't know who you support, mate, but if it's United, you've got no right to be slagging anybody right now. David Coote should be sacked. Look, again, as Connor's pointed out, his job is to look after the VAR. He didn't do it. It's just inexcusable yet again. We're conceding a lot of goals. Yes, we are. Can't argue about that one. Do you want Fabinho at centre-back? Look, I wanted Fabinho at centre-back today, but Joel Matip came in and didn't put a foot wrong. So if VVD hadn't have gone off injured, I wouldn't have been unhappy at all about the centre-back situation because I thought Matip played really well today. So credit to Joel Matip for coming back in and putting in a good shift like that. Again, a lot of stuff's up in the air right now. I'm not sure what's going on with Thiago. I'm not sure what's going on with VVD. That's information we're going to have to get in the coming days from the manager when the scans are done and some of the swelling goes down. We move on. We'll take a dirty, dodgy draw against the Blue Noses at Kika. Liverpool, you never walk alone, said Calvert-Lewin jumping is insane. He's very good in the air. To give him credit, he is. He's in great form as well. Again, I've got nothing against Everton today. They put in a good shift for their manager. My arguments today are not with the Everton fans or players or staff in any way, shape or form. I'm only angry at the officials today. Another brilliant performance from Joel Matip, said Lynchy, levels above Gomez for him. I hate Richarlison, said Minion Smith. So do I, mate. So do I. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call that one a day. I'm going to go watch the rest of Premier League football, try and calm down a little bit. We'll be back tomorrow with a late night agenda. Keep an eye out for the goal reaction clips coming up as well. Before we finish up, let me just get the Flick man of the match vote for you guys and let you know who's the Anfield agenda man of the match real quick before we finish up. Right, so the man of the match goes to Thiago. Thiago has won the Anfield agenda man of the match vote over in Flick chat. If you haven't downloaded the app, it's in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you tomorrow. 2-2 draws, not the end of the world. Obviously, we're going to be angry about the officiating, and rightly so. We'll see Everton again later on in the season for another Merseyside derby. I'll be back tomorrow with a late night agenda. Enjoy your Saturday. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with us yet again. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Stay safe and be well. Up the Reds.